20-25 dentists. So I used to deal with them, but no denture, only crown and bridge fix. Crown and bridge, laminate, implant. So that's I used to do. But now mostly dentist is closed down, and I lay off my people, and I decided better I close it down because I start some new thing. So
Right.
so as I told you the first meeting, my target is just to make in a day $200 because my dues is already paid. Just only one son is getting education in China for MD, so only that is only last one is left. So
Gotcha.
it's $200 a day, and I like your system, the honest people, and Mike's strategy was good, but I like your strategy is much better in a 30 minute. Is much little
Well,
slower,
it
but is
allows
much
it's a more calm and kind of a relaxed
yeah,
pace.
yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, that's
we're
that I
both
understand.
using the kind of the same methodology, the same strategy, the same indicators. He and I built everything together, but we train people in that fast-paced environment, and then when they switch over to me and to the alerts, it's kind of relaxing because it's not as intense. Uh, Going to the training room every morning, that's kind of like boot camp, you know,
Yeah,
very intense. But then, uh, but as you can see, like today we had two alerts on the S&P. One was to go long at 28.38, and the target
yeah, I
was
saw.
28.58. So that's a 20-point trade at $50 a point. That's from the entry to the target. That's $1,000 per contract.
Right.
So certainly you should be able, I would think, you know, on most days
So
to be able to take
so
your
that was
200 out.
my yeah. So that was my whole question. If I get this indicator and all your method and all system,
Mm-hmm.
like you send logic alert for that one, but I'm new where I have to enter, how I'm going to replace order for that. And plus
I'll show you exactly how to do that. So on this particular one we're looking at right now, uh, that was this one to get long
okay,
28.42.
right,
So there's two ways to enter your order. You can use the DOM the way Michael does. He prefers that. And actually he has to use that method because what I'm going to show you is, for me, it's the simple method. You see my chart where I'm clicking on trade mode?
hold on, let I go to Daniel, same thing, the one you doing, I have to have in front of me so I know where you're talking.
Okay, well, you should be able to see
uh,
my chart.
yeah, I see your chart, but I can see on my one is, let's see if I can see on my
Okay,
side.
sure. Okay.
Yeah, okay, now I can see.
Okay, so I'm going to just click that, and it opens up this panel over here.
Trading mode, oh yes, okay.
And so then this is where you put in your quantity. In the beginning, you want to start out with 1,
Okay.
and that's all part of the process. And then
Okay.
down here, where it has extended options, if you click that box, it opens up this properties box.
Where
On the
extended
in this
option?
panel where it says
Yeah.
EXE
Yeah.
options, if you click that,
Yeah.
it'll open up a
Yeah.
properties box. So click the buy bracket button and it'll light up, and then click the sell bracket and that'll light up.
Okay. Buy bracket, yes, is blue. Sell bracket is blue. Okay.
And then here, just put in the number 10 in each one of those boxes.
Number 10.
Yeah, just put in 10.
Wait, the factor?
Yeah, just put a 10 in each one of those boxes.
How I'm gonna do this is not lighting up. It's
Well,
gray.
sometimes you have to, it won't allow you to click in the box.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just put 10.00 if it makes you do the 0.00s. I don't think. Let's see if I clear everything out.
Okay. Now, yeah. Now I can see.
Okay. So,
Okay. So,
okay. So you got all of them set on 10 to set each box up. So it says 10 and you can change that later, but this will give us
okay.
plenty of, okay. So you got that part?
Yeah.
Okay. So click OK.
Okay.
Now you'll notice that your cursor has turned to blue.
Yeah.
Okay, now when I put that line above price, if you look to the left where it's green, you see where it says buy 10 contracts on a stop at that price.
Yeah.
So when you want to go long, you're going to left click. So just put it up around like 28.90 and just left click one time and it'll pop up this confirmation window.
28.90.
Yeah, it says so buy. So the confirmation window should say buy 10 ES.
You're not allowing me. No, you're not allowing me.
Okay, are you in a live account or demo account?
No, and Daniel, I don't
You're
know, whatever the Daniel I download, I
you're
think it's a
you're in the
demo.
you're in the demo account. Okay, all right. So let's open up that extended order option box again. Let's make sure that we've got all of these ticked. We don't want anything else ticked except the buy bracket side, the sell bracket side.
Yes.
Okay, click OK.
And the top he's showing me is where is he say order flag?
Yeah, just put none for that.
Yeah, none. Yes, there is a none.
Okay. All right, so now click OK, close that box. And then if you take your this line and put it up up above price at like 28.90, and then if you just left click your mouse one time, it should give you this pop-up window.
I'm trying to do left click. No, you're not allowing me anything.
Okay, it's not giving you a pop-up window.
No, you're just making a noise. Let's see if I go. Okay, if I go like a 2060,
Okay, now
if I
that's
go 2060, he's showing me is
but
a letter.
2060 is way below price. See,
Oh,
price is way up at 28
but he not
70.
he not doing anything. He not doing anything, but he's showing me in a green color. M like a Michael cross,
Oh,
and arrow up and down, and one.
yeah, well
That's all
that's
he's showing me.
okay. So sounds like you don't have your. So do you now have 3 lines on your chart?
3 line for the who?
Do you have 3 lines across your chart? A green line and 2 red lines.
Green line.
Oh,
No.
tell you what. How about we turn it around so that I can see your screen and I'll figure out what's going wrong.
Okay, that must be Michael did it, so I don't know exactly what is that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you the presenter, so you'll get a pop-up. Do you want to share your screen? Just say yes.
Okay. But I'm on a computer.
Yes.
So you're gonna enter in my computer?
No, I'm not going to enter your computer. I'm just going to look at your screen.
But I'm on a cell phone right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
You call.
that's
Remember, we are on the telegram on the cell. Hold
well,
on. Lay I go computer telegram.
yeah, do that. Go computer telegram. Well, wait, no, actually, it's the GoToMeeting. That's. Did you log into GoToMeeting from your phone or your computer?
From the phone.
Okay, that's let's log
Lay I
out
go.
let's log
Right
out
now
of.
yeah.
Why don't you log out of GoToMeeting on your phone, and then just
Okay.
log in with the same link on
Okay.
the computer, and that'll work. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
All right. I'll be here waiting for you.
Yeah. Okay. बोलिए मैं वो उसकी मीटिंग हुई कल वाली को मैंने रीस्केड्यूल किया जरा दरवाजा बंद रखना.
Okie doke. Now, now what I'll do is let me just close this window. Nope. I'm going to make you the presenter. And so
Okay.
you should get a pop-up now on your side that says,
Yeah.
okay, so now I can see your chart. Okay, so now what we want to do is go ahead and click on that extended options again. I want to check your settings on the right. Just come down, and that little panel, that little window. Yeah, there you go. So click that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to click all of those boxes. Click the buy bracket.
Yes, his click is blue right
Okay, and then click the sell limit.
now. Okay, sell limit click it.
Now, what I want you to, and then click the buy limit.
And
It's the
the
only one
buy.
down there that's not right. Yeah, there you go. And then where you can put those numbers in, I want you to put 10.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, just do the other three just like that. No, not that one. Just go ahead and leave that one alone.
This one?
Yep, change that one to 10. Okay,
What is that? It's 10.
10 points.
Oh, 10 points. Okay.
Okay, and then that one that's got the 2 in it. Yep, switch that one. Okay, now click OK. Okie doke. Now take your cursor and go up above price. Just go up, yeah, like right there. Okay, and then just left click one time. Okay, now I see what it's doing. You see how it put the green line and the red line and the red line?
Yeah.
That's because we have tooltips turned off. So we're going to turn those on. So on the right-hand panel, you see where it says cancel all?
Right. Cancel all.
Uh-huh. Okay. So now up at the top right of your chart, you've got three little arrows. Looks like three, no, over by that panel that we opened up. Right there. Right, nope, yep, right there. Yeah, open that up. Okay. Now, under, let's see, one, two, the fourth category down, it says crosshair. From the top, you've got background, bid ask last, then count right there. Now, underneath that, under crosshair, come down. Yeah, and right there, show tooltips. Click on that. Click on the one that says show tooltips. And we're going to turn that on. Okay. All right. So now we can close this panel that we just popped open. And now you're going to go back up there and left click above. Yep, right there. Just left click. Still didn't give you a confirmation window.
No, that's only
Oh,
giving.
I know. Okay. So go over here to the right. Go back to that little panel. Hit cancel all.
Okay.
Okay. And then where it says display settings, right below where you clicked cancel all, you'll see a little thing that says display settings. Yeah, right there. Click that. And I'm looking for one that says show tooltips. I don't see it. Okay, I'll figure out why it's not showing the tooltips on yours.
Okay.
When you clicked, because I watched you turn the tooltips on, open that little window up again. You can just close that, and that window, let's just look at tooltips and make sure it says that they're turned on.
Short
Yeah.
window.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so I'll figure out, there's some
Okay.
setting somewhere, but let's just go back now, and you're going to put your cursor up above price, left click one time.
Okay.
Okay, now what this is doing, you see the
Yeah.
green line at 28.78 and a quarter?
Yeah.
If price trades up to that price, 78 and a quarter,
Okay.
it's going to enter you into the market long one contract because that's what you have selected in the quantity window.
Okay. Okay.
And then the red line above at 28.88,
Yeah.
that's your target. And then the red line down at 28.68 and a quarter, that's your stop loss.
Oh, I see.
So that's a 10-point target and a 10-point stop loss. We don't want to risk that much. So
Okay.
let me just show you how, if you go over to the bottom red line, you'll see there's a little arrow there.
Okay.
Just take your cursor over and click that little arrow, not the X, but the little arrow next to it. Yeah, right there. And then just drag it down. Pull it down, okay, and then just, yeah, that's good. Let it go. Now,
I'm making a mistake.
so what we're going to do is we're going to cancel the one up top. Yeah, just go to the X. You just click the X on that. Okay. So now let's come back and try again. Let's take one of those red lines, and then you just left click and hold your left mouse button down while you drag it up. There you go. perfect. Okay, now let go. See what it did? It moved your target up to there.
Yeah.
Now, the green line, that's the entry to get long. So if you grab that little arrow on the left side on the green line,
Okay.
you can slide the entry into the exact price that you want. So try sliding it up to just, you know, 28,
Yeah.
28.70, because that's above the current price. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So this is the reason for using the bracket order like this.
Okay.
This is so that the second you enter an order, once you're live in the market, even when you're in sim, in demo, you always want to have a hard stop loss. So by using this, with one mouse click, you immediately enter the market at the price you want, and you automatically have a target and a stop loss. You can adjust the stop loss and the target by just dragging those lines up and down the way I just showed you.
Yeah.
And so now go over and click cancel all. And then bring your cursor down below price. And this time we're going to right click.
But it's still one is here.
Just go back and hit exit at market, cancel all. Yeah, right above it. See exit at market and cancel. All right, yeah, right below that. There you go.
But they're not going anywhere.
There you go. Now it's gone. Okay.
Okay.
So come down below price.
Okay.
And this time right click. Okay, so now what you've done is you've put in an order to sell at the price where the red line is, 28.45.
Yeah.
Your stop loss would be 28.55. Your target would be 28.35.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you're gonna look at your charts, and that may not be the exact price that you want to enter at, and you don't want to use a 10-point stop loss. So you'll drag those into position. And after you practice with it for a few days, then you can make a decision if you want to trade from the DOM the way Michael does, or if you want to trade just straight from the chart the way I do. It's just a matter of personal preference. I find this way simpler. And one of the reasons that he can't use this method is because he has to draw a lot of trend lines and stuff. And when you're in trade mode like this, you can't draw anything on the chart. In fact, every time you click the chart, it automatically makes you want to place an order. So I'm going to check for you and find out where the little setting is, because on mine, when I go to place an order, it pops up a confirmation window, but somewhere in the settings, your confirmation window has been turned off. So we'll turn that back on, because that gives you a chance to verify that that is the exact order you want to place before you actually place it.
I see. So now okay, I get this thing, but now my question is that if I do the practice, and normally where I have to enter, how I know what is the position I have to enter?
Okay, now are you asking? Okay, so
go in the market.
All right, I'm gonna take the screen back, so you'll be able to see my screen and I can show you. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so you can see my screen again, right?
Same as mine is there.
You can see my screen now, right?
I don't know. This is yours or this is mine? Looks like mine.
Okay, well, find mine, because I'm sharing my screen with you right now. So I'm waving my cursor around. So
No, I know.
it's probably shrunk down on the toolbar. Just click on the go to meeting icon or shrink your chart, and the go to meeting screen is probably hiding behind it.
Yeah. I have to close this one. I have to close this one. Okay, now I see.
Okay, so last night this alert came out for the S&P that said to buy 2842.
Right.
Okay, so you do what we just talked about.
Right.
You come to 2842 and
Okay.
you, because price had not gotten up there yet, so you just go to 2842, you left click, and it's going to automatically put in an order
Right.
with a target and a stop loss. And when price works its way up and gets to 2842, it's going to automatically trigger you in to the trade, and you're going to have your target overhead and you're going to have your stop loss below.
Okay, so you're telling me if I put a 2842, but price is not there, but later he can hit any time.
Right. Last night when I sent that alert out last night, when this 30-minute candle, it was the first 30 minutes the market was open last night.
Right.
And so I sent the alert out. Price came down, then it worked its way up. And if you had used that alert if you had actually put that order on your chart, then when price came up and touched 2842, that would automatically trigger you into the trade.
Okay.
And the target on that alert, the final target was 2858. And you can see price did go right up to it. And when price gets to the target, then the software will take you out of the trade.
Okay, that's better.
So again,
Now,
for me, it makes it simpler. And
yeah.
so the platform DT Pro allows you to have 10 different charts open.
Okay.
So if you're just trading the S&P, you could make, an S&P chart that's in trade mode, and then you could make another S&P chart, and that one's not in trade mode. So you can come over here and you can draw trend lines and do Fibonacci or anything you want
Okay.
on your chart that's not in trade mode, and you just reserve the one that's in trade mode to actually place your orders.
So, but how I'm gonna use this tool, the Fibonacci? What is the tool for me?
Fibonacci, it's not something I can teach you in 5 minutes, but as a passport holder, you have access to unlimited one-on-one mentoring. So as the weeks go by and you and I have lots of these meetings, each time we meet, you'll tell me what it is you want to learn more about this time, whether it's fibs or whether it's, how to best trade the alerts, or, just a lot of new people will book like 2 sessions a week in the beginning as they're just learning everything. And then after a while, maybe it becomes 1 a week and then 1 every 2 weeks. But anytime you need help, you can always call Valerie. You can always book a session, and then you and I meet up. Let's say something, you have a rough day, something didn't go the way you planned, and you don't understand why. Then you and I can log in together like this, have a quick meeting, take a look at what happened, and I'll help you understand it.
Okay, that's good idea. And another question, this 3-line, the one you have indicator, how I'm gonna use, where I know when I enter, when I go out.
Do you mean how do you get the alerts?
No, that the indicator, the 3-line you have, a green, blue step line, how I'm gonna use that one.
Okay, so you have do you have I don't remember when I just looked at your charts. Do you have the indicators installed?
Yeah, Michael put it for me.
Okay, all right. So this green line is what we call the BBC. That just stands for bull bear cross.
Right.
When price is below that green line, we expect lower prices. When price gets above the green line, we expect higher prices. And when price pulls back, we expect it to hold just like it did here, and then it continues higher. But eventually, buyers are no longer willing to pay any higher price, so price will come back and we'll get this bearish cross. Now price is below the BBC, so now we're expecting lower prices. And then as we get over here, now we're expecting higher prices. So that's all part of what Michael teaches in the morning. So every day he'll go over all of this stuff again and again, and you ask questions, and then as soon as you get signed up with Valerie, then go ahead and book a couple of mentoring sessions over the next week so that you and I can get together 45 minutes each session, and we cover whichever topic you want to learn about, because you get 2 hours of teaching each morning, and then you'll spend a couple afternoons a week with me, and we'll zero in on whatever it is that you don't fully understand from the morning session, and you'll follow that 24/20 blueprint, which is something Valerie will send you. That's designed to help you go from 1 to 20 contracts over a period of 24 months. In the beginning, you want to trade only in the simulator, in the demo account. We want you to put together 10 consecutive days in a row where you reach your goal in 10 trades or less. Once you put together 10 days in a row, the blueprint will give you the green light to go live with one contract. Then we want you to increase your account balance by $2,000 before you add a second contract. Going forward, the blueprint will tell you when it's time to add the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. But what's different beginning with that second contract is the first contract, that comes from your savings, but then as you begin adding additional contracts, those are being added with profit you earned in the market. That's how you know you're building a successful trading business, when you're able to add additional contracts one at a time with profit you earned in the market.
Okay.
So it's a process, it's a journey. Different people learn at different speeds. You seem like a very smart man, so within a couple weeks you'll have a pretty good idea of everything that's going on, from all the classes in the morning and us meeting in the afternoons. And then once you have your 10 days in a row where you reach your goal in 10 trades or less, that's when it'll be time to go live with one contract. And then, of course, you and I will have a meeting before you go live so that I can get you prepared, because when you go live, a lot of emotions come into play and all that sort of stuff. So we'll have a little discussion about that when the time's right.
I see. So another question is what is the best time to go in the market, or just I have to watch?
The markets are the most active from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Actually, they're pretty active from 9:30 a.m. until 12 noon. Then it gets pretty quiet, and then when the evening session opens at 6 p.m. Eastern, it's pretty quiet then, but the closer we get to the London Open, which is 3 a.m. Eastern, things start to pick up, and it just keeps getting busier and busier right up until Wall Street opens at 9:30, and then it stays busy right on up until noon. So you keep an eye on the Telegram channel, because when I spot opportunity in the market, that's when I send out an alert. And that's when you know if you're in a position to think about trading and to look at charts, when your phone lights up with a alert from Telegram, then you go and you look at your chart, because I don't want you to just trade something because it's an alert. I mean, you will in the beginning as you're learning, but over time you'll understand why that's an alert, because the goal is you learn how to see what we see, think like we think, and make the same decisions that we make.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I like to read your brain how you teach them. This is the best way
Well,
because
good.
I watched you a long time on a YouTube, so the way it's very nicely, and I appreciate for that. That's why I say to my wife, no, I have to go this business. Let's see how it's going. But my question, what is the time frame you think is the best for me?
9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
No, not for the market, like in the chart, like 10
Oh, the
minutes.
best time frame. Well, okay. In the morning with
Yeah,
Michael, you're going to be
yeah,
using the 4-tick range chart.
yeah.
Okay.
He
He'll be
told me.
training you on that. But then when you're going to trade the alerts, I'm always looking at a 30-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, or a 1-minute chart. And in the discussion group, when I post charts, because usually when I put out an alert, I also put some commentary in the discussion group, and I often post a chart in there. So when you see me post a chart in the discussion group, it will it'll always be a 30-minute unless I specify different. I might say, okay, this is a 5-minute view or this is a 1-minute view,
Okay,
because I want you to see what I'm seeing, and that way over time you learn to spot the alerts yourself. But pretty soon, when an alert comes in, it's more like a
okay,
confirmation than an alert, because you already spotted it. You already knew what
okay,
was coming.
okay, okay. So sound looks good, and way I have to try now is first time I'm gonna do this practice on the chart area and all this thing, and I'm gonna try to follow like you say. And I how I'm gonna pay it? If I pay direct Valerie or
Yeah,
go to
I'm going to have Valerie send you a link, and she'll send you all the payment information that you need. And
I have an account with PayPal and my card is already there, it's registered. I can
okay,
pay through that
yeah,
probably.
so you can pay like that. In fact, I'll send her a message right now, and you can expect an email
Okay,
from her probably in about the next 5 minutes. Okay,
okay,
and then I will see you tomorrow morning in the training room.
okay.
All right, my friend. God bless you. Have a good
Thanks
evening.
and thank you
Okay,
for the timing.
you're welcome. My pleasure.